Or maybe what I'm gonna do is I'll give this nav button. I will give it this class also, so that it also does not have this lining. So I just assigned it the class, and you see now it's gone. Now that dude is gone. Okay, so I'll just enlarge this for you guys so that you can see what I've done here. Yes, this is what I've decided. The width, the background color is all lace display flex, and then justify content, which then we'll just put everything, align everything to the center like this. If I remove it, you will see what will happen. See, basically what I wanted to say is that this is what justify content does. Center. I think you can say left. I never really use it much, but yeah, you can say left or you can say right. And yes, so whatever it is that you desire, you can do it with justify content. But like I said, Flexbox is quite complex, so we will not go so much into it. But I mean, I think you've all heard of responsive. You know what responsive means. I'm assuming that you do. So it just means that this is what you would use to create responsive apps or pages. That's what it's there for. Okay, so the next move is we've already got our header. We've got our header with the name there. See, it's got a link and all these other links here. At the moment they're not doing anything, but it's because I didn't give them a source, you see. So they're just kind of calling themselves. It's like not defined. So there isn't a defined destination where they would link you to. But that's fine for now, because yes, we haven't determined that. The next thing I'm gonna do is, okay, we've already created the header, so now I'm gonna create another h1 tag, and then I will call it, I will just give it a class of main intro heading, right? So this would be like the heading that would be on every page, and it will specify the page on which you're on. And okay, I'll some main intro heading. Okay, and then after that, then I will create another div. Then I will call this div, I will give it a class of main body, main body. Okay, and then inside of the main body I will give it another tag of main. Okay, so inside the main I will create an h1, then this h1 I will give it a class of main heading. Okay, class main heading. Like I said, if my naming convention isn't the best, please forgive me. Might not be my specialty, but what I'm showing you is important. This is what should matter, if whether or not what I'm showing you here is correct or not. So please correct me if you can, or if you will. But just let's focus on that. Okay, I just created another link, and so I'm gonna give it a class of selection link called selection link. I mean, all of this, I will tell you what all of this does a bit later. But for now, just follow along, and then I will explain once all of this is done. I will create a section tag, and then within the section tag, I will create an article tag, and then within the article tag, I will create an h1 tag. Right. Okay, so basically what this is, just kind of in a nutshell, this is the main, I mean, this is where all the stuff is going to be, you know. The main body, everything is going to be in here, right? So like how, what that means is that if you look at how a web page is structured, this is the main. So all those tags that we were creating right just now, this is what they are. The main is basically where all the what holds the main articles, and the main body is basically like the main container of the body. Okay, that's what it is. And then then you've got the header, which will be like the heading of your article. And then inside there, this is the head of your article, and then there's a link, and then this will be a section. So basically, this is what this will be your heading, and then this is basically what the article will be in. HTML lesson topics, that's the main intro heading. Yeah, and then this is the article, and then you've got your h1 inside, which is that. Yeah, okay, so that is that. Yes, the main article inside is the heading of the lesson, and then the section is inside of a link, and then inside of the section is the article. Okay, and then inside of the article, then there's another h1, which is the title of the lesson. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now we're gonna start styling this guy. There you go. So this is what we did yesterday. When we look at the code, then this is what we did. We created a nav inside the header, and then inside the header we created a div, and inside that div we created the text, which would be this. So okay, so now I'm gonna carry on from where I left off. So what I need to do is basically style. I created a main tag, and then with an h1, and then with the link, then inside the link I put the section article and another h1. So let's carry on with that. I will show you what that is all about. Let me see. Okay, in here, the article, I'm going to give it a class of topic block. Okay, yes. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go then add some style to all of these. So I will go to our main. Yesterday I left it off at nav button, and then header div. Okay, let's start with the header div link. Header div link. Yeah, I see today it's working properly. Yesterday it was not. It was not doing a predictive text, which was a bit crappy, but it doesn't matter. New day. Yes. Okay, so text decoration line. If you can remember what this is, it's meant to remove the lines on. It's meant to remove the lines on the heading. So whenever there's a link or something is inside of a link, then it automatically applies the style. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just removing it. Let me just do this so that you can see clearly what's going on here. Okay, so ID, set header, div link. Okay, so let's look at some more styles that we can add here. Main body, I said, have I done that? Okay, so we're gonna create some style for the main body, and I'll say main body. Display. Okay, sorry. Flex. Okay, what that means is that it will make the main body responsive, right? So all the elements that I add to it, I can just give them a percentage, and when I reduce the size of the page, then it will resize accordingly. So that's what the display the flex does. It's part of the flexbox style. But like I said, I will get into that sometime later. Okay, so the other style that I'm gonna add is to the main tag, and I'm gonna add a width of, let's make it 75. Alright, 75%. Width of 75%, and then the padding on top, I'm gonna make it 30 pixels. Okay. So that's for the main. So basically I'm adding styles for all of these, and then I'll explain what they're doing. Once everything is visual and you can see, then I will explain what everything is doing in depth. Okay, main heading, I will add text. I will align the text to the center. And I will add a margin of 20 pixels, and this will add a margin all around the element, and then the font size for it will be 30 pixels. Now font size, I guess it's kind of self-explanatory. What that does is it will influence like all the fonts that are inside the tag, or the element will be a size to 30 pixels. And main intro head. Okay, so these are the ones, and then let me see what. Then another one would be main intro heading. That's the I'm gonna add stuff for the main intro heading. Main intro heading. And then the stuff for that will text align. I will align the text to the center once again. And then I'll make a margin at the top of 40 pixels. No, actually I'll make it 50. I think 50 pixels should be fine. Then color. That's the color of the text. I will make it, give it the Peru color, and that brownish color, and then the background color will be old lace. Like I said, these are predefined colors. And then the border, I will give it a border of 1 pixel thick, and I will give it the color of Peru. And then I'll add padding, and I will show you, this is the one method that I showed you, that this means that the padding on the top and the bottom will be 10 pixels, and then on the sides it will be 0. Left and right will receive 0 padding. That's what that means. So this is another way of doing your padding, instead of going and doing it individually, or doing it all for all of them, giving them one size around all the sides. Okay, and then I will make another one for selection link. I'll say selection link, and then I'll say text decoration line. So this is text decoration line. Yeah, I'll make it none. Right, remember this is just, it just removes the line in that you get when you use a link tag. Okay, topic block is another one of our classes that we created. Let's see, and then in the topic block I'm gonna add a background. Sorry. Background color of old lace, and then I will give it a border of 1 pixel solid with burly wood. So 1 solid line, and then the color will be burly wood. Then I'll create the left margin of 50 pixels. I'll create a right margin of 25 pixels. No. 25 pixels, and then a margin at the bottom of 25 pixels also. Okay. And then the color of the text will be Peru. I will give it the color of Peru. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh, interesting. Well, you will understand. You will see what this does in a while, because I actually haven't added all the text. So let's get down to it. Okay. And let me just reduce this a bit so that I can see everything properly. Right. So inside of the main heading, I will write HTML lesson topics. This is what this is. So then you will see it will be, and then here I will say lesson underscore 1, and then okay, I will add here a break tag, and then I'll say paragraph tags. This is the paragraph tags. Right. So now you will see what that's gonna look like. You see, that's what we got right there. And so at the moment I see that my text is not centered. Now we will fix that later on. I will show you how.